For examples 3 and 4, this is video number 2. For examples 3 and 4, I'm going to actually just have you work through those. I guess I could walk you through the setup really quickly here for just for example 3. If you set up 3 and then just put your coefficients, -10, 9, and 15, and then just do your thing. Just bring this 2 down, start multiplying and adding, and go ahead and do that yourselves. And then when you come back, if you pause the video, when you come back, the answer will be up. Okay, there's the solution. Have a look. If you have any questions, bring them to class. Go ahead and flag that if you have any questions on that. Go ahead and do number 4 as well. I'll come back with the same thing for number 4. Okay, so if I draw this out, I'm going to erase that ugly 8 and change that to a beautiful 8 because it deserves it. And so I went ahead and went through the synthetic division, brought that down. Oops, I'm erasing. Didn't mean to do that. But if I go straight down, you can see, boom, I've multiplied, added, etc. I got a remainder of 0, so the product is what it is. And I went 1 degree down from x to the 4th. All right, so we're going to get into some of the meat of this. We'll go to example 5. Okay, so here's example 5, and basically x to the 4th plus 4x cubed minus 16x minus 16. How many times is x plus 2 a factor of this? So we want to see if this thing goes into it more than once. So I'm going to go ahead and go -2, and I'm going to set this thing up. 1, 4, 0, -16, -16. I'm going to go ahead and go through this process once. So go ahead and pause the video and go through it once, and then get the quotient, and we'll go from there. So just pause the video, get the quotient, and come back. Okay, so I know the quotient here is, if I wanted to write it out, it'd be x cubed plus 2x squared minus 4x minus 8 with 0 remainder. So we do know x plus 2 goes into it at least once. I want to check again. Because I've already using this synthetic division process, I'm just going to repeat this process by drawing another little elbow. I'm sure there's a math technical term for that, but I'm just going to call it my little L-shaped diagram there. And I'm going to put -2 in there again, and I'm going to bring this 1 down, and I'm going to start doing that process again. I'm going to repeat it, except now I'm repeating it with the quotient that I've already got because I want to see if it'll divide out again. All right, so if you think about it, we're trying to prime factor this thing by dividing by the same factor twice. So I'm going to keep going and see how this goes. Go ahead and pause the video and try it. Oh, lo and behold, it worked again. And so what I found is that now I have divided this thing by x plus 2 twice. So this thing divided by x plus 2, again by x plus 2, I get x squared minus 4. I've gone twice, so now I got to go 2 degrees down to get the final product, or quotient. So now I'm at x squared minus 4. Well, I know that x squared minus 4 can be divided by x minus 2 because it's x plus 2, x minus 2. So I'm guessing that if I do synthetic division here, and if I put -2 out here, put 1, multiply it, I get -2, and then put that down here, I get -2, and then multiply it, I get 4, and that becomes 0. And so x plus 2 times x minus 2, so this is x minus 2 at the end. So indeed, x plus 2 will go into that 3 different times. So if we divide it out 3 different times, we'll end up with this. So this fully factored will be x plus 2 cubed. Oops. X plus 2 cubed times x minus 2. If you have any questions, bring them to class, or just rewatch and see what I did if you have any questions. So our next problem says, determine the value of k so that x minus 2 is a factor of x cubed plus kx squared minus kx plus 1. So for x minus 2 to be a factor, we know the remainder needs to be 0. So let's set up a synthetic division problem, or with the coefficients listed, and then see if we can come up with an answer to set equal to 0 at the end. So you try it, pause the video, and then come back and I'll walk you through it. Okay, so let's walk through this. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here. So let's just walk through this here. 1 gets brought down. 2 times 1 is 2. K plus 2 is 2 plus K, or K plus 2. I multiply this down through, and I have to distribute. So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times K is 2K. Then I add. Negative K plus 2K is K, and 4 is just 4. So then I multiply again, and I get 8 plus 2K. And then I'm going to add that to this, and I get 1 plus 8 is 9, and 2K. So in order for x minus 2 to be a factor, this baby right here has to equal 0. So simply set that equal to 0 and solve for K. So 9 plus 2K equals 0, so K equals negative 9/2. Check it out and see if it works. Plug it into the calculator and graph it and see if 2 is a 0. Check it out.